Hello and welcome to Easy and Fun Art. Today we're going to be sketching a dog. Okay, you'll just need your paper, your pencil, and your sharpener. Okay, to start, first we're going to make a circle. You can make your circle pretty light in case you have to erase. And then at the bottom of your circle, we're going to make kind of like, it's a rounded shape, sort of like this. Okay. Now you can erase this part of the circle in here. Okay, on the side, you're going to connect this part. Okay. And you could connect that as well. Right, so now we have the dog shape of his face. Now up here you're going to make his eyes. Now they're going to start right about where these lines end, okay? And it's going to be sort of in the middle of your head. So you're going to make a rounded shape, sort of arched on the top. And then another rounded eye, sort of arched at the top again. Don't forget to add your little corner part of the eye. I'm going to make sure my eyes are the same size, and so should you. All right, now you're going to do a little bit of an eyelid on the top, like that. And then we'll do our eyeball. Now remember, it's not going to be a circle inside the eye. You're not going to see the entire iris. Now our dog has a pupil, but we're going to leave a little bit of the pupil not colored in so that you have a highlight right there. You see right there? That'll be his highlight. All right, and this side too. Fill in the pupil, but leave a white spot for the highlight, like that. Okay, now can outline this a little bit more, make it a little darker now that you have it in there and you're not going to be changing it. Underneath, you could add a little tiny line on each side. It just makes the eyes look more realistic, like the bottom ridge of the eye. And then you could just shade in this part of the eye, make it strokes going out like an iris would be. Just like that. And he doesn't have eyebrows, but he kind of has like a little bit of a fold of skin here that kind of looks like an eyebrow. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to come down to the nose. Now you want to make sure when you make your nose, kind of make a circle right now. Just make a circle. Just like that. And then a little line. And then this part here will be his mouth. See that? So make a circle. I'll help you with that in a minute. Make a line, and then a curved line here and a curved line here. You could kind of fill this in so it looks like his mouth is maybe slightly open, and then a little bottom lip, just like that. Okay, so now you have his nose, but his nose is not round like a clown. We're going to section it off. The top part is going to be a little bit of like a square, but with a shorter side here, bigger side here. Okay, do you see that square? And then the bottom stays rounded, except we're going to put in his nostrils. So they kind of round in. See that? They kind of go in like that. Now after you do his nostrils, make a line right here. And then you're kind of going to point, sort of point the bottom part a little bit. Not super pointy, but a little bit pointy like that. Okay? Now, erase this line. Now that line, you're going to leave, where I just erased, leave it white, because we're going to make a highlight there. Watch what I do. Then go up to the top. But we're leaving this part white. And then that way, it looks like he has a nice highlight on his cute nose. Okay, I could go back later and fill this in and add some details if I want. But right now, we're going to continue with our easy and simple dog. We can add a little bit of highlights, not highlights, shadowing rather, along the edge of his iris. See how it makes the eye pop a little bit? That's what you want. And then you're going to shadow right under his eyelid. Add a little bit of a shadow. And we could do that to the corners. Shadow. Okay, so now we're going to make his ears. We're not done with his face, but let's start with his ears. His ears are very easy. It's just a simple sort of, that was too much, sort of like a triangular shape. And on this side, again, a triangular shape. All right, we'll go back and we'll add some details to those later. And now you're going to erase your guideline here and here. And we're going to erase this line lightly though, very lightly. It's okay if it shows through still, because you're going to need it as a guideline. So now we're going to go back here. We're going to make a line here and kind of, instead of making just a line, we're going to shadow it. And shadow on this side too. You see how I'm shadowing? Okay, now, once you're done with that, you could shadow some more of the nose. And you don't want this harsh line here, so just kind of shadow that. You could rub it a little. And you could could shadow along his lips. A little more shadow. At this point, you could just fix whatever you don't like. We're not going to do his body, but you could kind of indicate a neck. And you see if you shadow along here, you could tell he has like a snout. Alright. And you could shadow his ears a little, if that's something you want to do. And then you can make a very faint line here, very faint, kind of like just a very faint line. And a little bit of a line here, because they have a little bit of a shadow in between their eyes. At this point, you're just fixing things, shadowing and fixing anything you want to fix. There, and he's all done. If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Thank you.